You love your cat, but when you talk to them, are you actually speaking their language? Many owners think they are, but the truth is the way you're delivering your sweet nothings could be completely meaningless or worse, or a little stressful for them. But what if there was a science to speaking cat? What if specific tones and gestures could signal safety directly to their brain? Well, there is. And it has less to do with what you say and everything to do with how you say it. In this video, we're giving you the complete guide with 8 phrases that calm any cat, instantly proven by science. Phrase 1. The high-pitched greeting. Hello, my dear. First up, let's relearn how to say a simple hello. When you see your cat, most of us use our normal person-to-person voice. Hey, cat. It's a bit flat and low. And to a cat, it can be uninteresting or even intimidating. It turns out there's a much better way. It's been shown that cats respond far more positively to their owner's voice when it's in a high-pitched sing-song tone. They're more likely to turn their head, flick their ears, and engage when their owner talks to them this way. But here's the kicker. They show little to no interest when a stranger uses the same tone or when their owner is just talking to another adult. This preference is likely baked in from their kitten days. A mother cat's calls are in a higher frequency, and your cat's hearing is incredibly sensitive to these pitches. When you use a soft, high-pitched voice, you're mimicking the sounds that once meant safety and comfort. So the phrase itself, whether it's hello my dear or hi sweetie, is less important than how you say it. The key is to pitch your voice up and soften your tone. When you do this, you're sending a clear signal. I'm your friend, not a threat, and I'm talking to you with affection. It's the perfect way to start any interaction, letting them know it's going to be a pleasant one. Phrase 2. The rhythmic mantra. You're okay. You're okay. Anxiety in cats is a state of uncertainty. In these moments, your normal talking is just noise. The key to cutting through their fear is rhythm and predictability. And that's where a rhythmic mantra comes in. The phrase is simple. You're okay. You're okay. Or easy. Now, easy now. The magic isn't in the words, but in the steady, hypnotic repetition. A gentle, consistent rhythm is naturally calming because it's predictable. It tells the anxious mind, nothing sudden or scary is happening here. To use this, your tone should be a low, soft, steady whisper. This isn't the time for high-pitched excitement. If your cat is hiding, don't loom over them. Just sit quietly nearby, turn your body to the side so you seem less confrontational, and start whispering the phrase, breathe slowly, and let the rhythm of your words match that calm vibe. Cats are masters at reading our emotional state. If your voice is frantic and high, you're basically confirming it's time to panic. But a low, steady mantra communicates the opposite. You're telling them, I'm calm. My world is safe, so your world can be safe too. Over time, they'll associate this specific sound with the feeling of their anxiety melting away. Don't expect one you're okay to fix everything. It's the continuous metronome-like quality that does the heavy lifting. Keep it up for a minute or two, and you'll create an auditory space where calmness just makes sense. The slow blink. Some of the most powerful things you can say don't involve words at all. In the world of cats, a silent gesture can mean more than anything. The best example? The slow blink. What was once cat lover folklore is now backed by solid evidence. Science has confirmed that the slow blink is a form of positive communication. The act of narrowing your eyes, gently closing them for a moment, and slowly opening them is a powerful signal of trust. In the animal kingdom, a direct, unbroken stare is often a threat. By closing your eyes, you're making yourself vulnerable. You're communicating in their language. I trust you enough to let my guard down. Studies found that cats were more likely to slow blink back at their owners after being slow blinked at. They were even more likely to approach a total stranger who offered a slow blink compared to one with a neutral face. It's basically a cat smile, and it's a conversation you can start. Here's how to do it right. Once you have your cat's eye contact, soften your gaze, then very slowly narrow your eyelids, let them close for a second or two, and open them just as slowly. The whole thing should feel relaxed and deliberate. Think of it as saying, I'm at peace with you, or I trust you. When your cat slow blinks back, they're saying it right back to you. It's a quiet, profound conversation that proves the most important messages are often sent in silence. Phrase 4. The positive association. Good kitty. You probably already used this next phrase, but you might not be unlocking its full potential. The words good kitty or good girl can become an incredibly powerful calming tool by creating a positive association. The phrase itself means nothing to your cat. It's a blank slate. Its power comes from what you pair it with. When you consistently say good kitty in a soft, warm tone, right before or during something your cat loves, their brain builds a connection. The phrase starts to predict a reward. Think about it, you say, good kitty in a loving tone, and then you give them a perfect chin scratch. Or you say it just before you hand over their favorite treat. Their brain learns that sound means a wonderful feeling is coming. Consistency is everything. The tone must always be warm and gentle, and the reward has to happen within a second or two of the phrase for the connection to stick over time. the phrase itself will start to trigger the same good feelings. So when your cat is a little anxious and you gently murmur, "Good kitty," in that specific warm tone, their brain will access that learned positive feeling. It becomes a verbal shortcut to contentment. Phrase 5, the soothing hum, mimicking a purr. The cat's purr is one of the most magical sounds in nature. We associate it with happiness, but it's also a form of self-soothing. You can tap into this primal sound to communicate calm directly to your cat. A cat's purr vibrates at a low frequency, and it's believed these vibrations have restorative properties. Cats often purr when they're stressed or hurt, possibly to calm themselves down. By mimicking this sound, you can speak to your cat in a deeply instinctual language of reassurance. You don't need to actually purr. The goal is to replicate the sound's key features, its low frequency and steady, rumbly vibration. Just create a low, soft, continuous hum in the back of your throat. It should be quiet enough that if your cat is on your lap, they feel the vibration more than they hear the sound. This is incredibly powerful when combined with gentle petting. Your calm demeanor, the reassuring weight of your hand, and the vibrational hum all send a unified message of absolute safety. You're basically co-regulating with your cat, using a sound they associate with contentment and reflecting it back to them. It's a deep, primal form of communication that speaks directly to your cat's nervous system. Phrase 6, the gentle redirect. What's this? Sometimes the best way to calm an anxious cat is to gently shift their focus. A cat staring out the window fixated on another cat is stuck in an anxiety loop. Just telling them to stop it won't work because you haven't given their brain a new job. The phrase is something like, "What's this?" or "What have we here?" spoken in a light, curious, and slightly high-pitched tone. The tone is everything. It needs to be playful and engaging, not demanding. You're trying to spark their natural curiosity, a powerful instinct that pushes out fear. This is a two-part move, the vocal phrase and a physical object. When you see your cat getting fixated on something stressful, use the phrase while introducing something new and interesting nearby, like dragging a wand toy across the floor a few feet away. Your curious, upbeat tone of, "What's this?" piques their interest. The sudden appearance of a favorite toy then gives their brain a new, more compelling puzzle to solve. Instead of fixating on a threat, their brain switches to, "How do I catch that feather?" You're not just distracting them, you're shifting their focus from fear to their natural instinct to play. It builds trust because you're not punishing their anxiety, you're helping them manage it. Phrase 7, the calmness anchor. I've got you. Some stressful situations are unavoidable. A trip to the vet or a thunderstorm. In these moments, your cat looks to you for cues on how to react. They are incredibly sensitive to your emotional state, and it's proven that cats often mirror our emotions. If you're panicking, your voice will be high and shaky, confirming their fear. But if you're calm, you can project that safety onto them. The phrase to use here is something simple and steady like, "I've got you," or "We're okay." Your goal is to deliver them in a low, slow, and confident tone, the antidote to panic. Think of how you'd reassure a scared child, not with bubbly excitement, but with profound, unwavering calm. When your cat is in their carrier instead of frantic reassurances, place your hand on it and slowly murmur, "I've got you. We're okay." Your voice becomes a stable baseline in a sea of scary new sights and sounds. It promises you're there and you aren't afraid. Your cat may not understand the situation, but they understand you. By consciously projecting calm through your voice, you become their living, breathing signal of safety. So calming your cat isn't about a single magic word, but about how you communicate through your tone, your rhythm, and your trust. By using these techniques, you're building a shared language of safety and affection. Another way to show affection is looking out for harm. As the seasons change, new dangers can appear in your home. To make sure you're prepared, check out our next video, 10 Winter Mistakes Cat Owners Make That Can Harm Their Cats. It's full of crucial tips to keep your cat safe and healthy all season long.